Yes, yes, yes. What's up, everybody? We are live. Yes. Everybody get your drink, get your smoke, get your sandwich, get it together. Because it's 7 o'clock and you already know what time it is. It is time for the Random Talk, an indie music show coming to you live on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, Twitch, and Caffeine TV. Our folks, what's up? And also live on mixler.com/Minx Radio. If you can't catch the visuals, you can always catch the audio. It will be available for replay after the show. Please give us time to process and render the audio so you guys can listen to it. And for those who are just joining us for the first time, we would like to welcome you. I am your host, 759, always on the screen, ready to do my thing, joined by my co-host, everyone's favorite Minx, the Bronx Bully, the Beast from the East with a gap in the teeth, but it's perfectly okay, a.k.a. Merciless Minx, a.k.a. Scam Catching Minx, a.k.a. the girl been podding all weekend. We had to give her a break yesterday because the girl been podding. So, yeah, it's my homegirl, Minx Couture, Minx Contour, Minx Coodle, Minx Culture. Call it what you want to call it. Just don't call her a copycat. Do they dig, Minx, or do they dig?
I hope they dig.
And if not, we got 2 words for them.
Shovels.
Bitch. So, yeah. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in with us tonight. I want to apologize for us not being here last night to jump off your news week. Your girl was feeling a little bit under the weather. AKA, she was getting her ass beat by Mother Nature. But, it is what it is.
It beats like that.
It beats like that. But I am here, ready to get with the foolery, fuckeries, and all the shenanigans that is the RTIM show. We want to welcome you once again. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. We are nearing 400 likes on our Facebook page. And we're almost at 200, our 200th show. This is episode 188.
Wow.
Yeah, 188 of the RTIM show. We've been grinding, girl. We've been grinding. We probably would have made it to 200 by now if,
Yeah, if certain people was acting right.
I mean, listen. You got something you want to say? I mean, come on now. We grown. Say it.
Well, fuck Rem and all them mofos. They're the ones.
You talking about them? Oh, yeah.
They messed up our groove.
I thought she was talking about me for a second. I was about to.
Oh hell no! I would never do such a thing.
Oh well, anyway, you know my number. But yeah, we could have been at
episode
188.
Big notice somewhere.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, we could have been at 200 and started off with a whole new whatever. I think we ought to switch it up for 200. Switch up the theme song for 200.
You think so?
I don't know. We'll let our viewers decide that.
I think it should be that other beat we did.
You think so? I was thinking that too.
I like that one. And the other one that you did, I like that one too.
I was thinking that one too, but I'd say, since we've played some of our work to our viewers, we give them a chance to, I like that one. Make that one a new theme song. But yeah.
We'll give you a chance, but we ultimately will make the decision.
So yeah, we've got topics. We got some bullshit. I don't know if we got a lot to cover, but we're here. Let's talk. But before we do, you already know what time it is. We got to get these.
I sent you the artwork like mad late. I just
mad late, and I already went on your Facebook and snatched something.
That's cool. That's cool.
But you'll like what I grabbed though. So y'all, please join the Hustle Culture on tonight. The movement is always growing. So if you want to become part of the Hustle Culture, all you have to do is send your picture along with your name, your location, your IG handle, your profession, and a brief quote of what you, and I mean brief, we don't need no whole dissertation. We just want a small quote of what you think hustle culture means to you. Send that over to hustleculturemag@gmail.com. And now this is December 1st. Jesus. Yeah, this is December 1st. So today is when you should sign up for that good old Patreon, which is Minx Mafia, no longer Merciless Cast. But don't worry, you can still get some jewels for that ass. Premium jewels. I'm telling you, fully researched and scam free, low price, and subject to change, because Minx has been giving up some sauce and it ain't easy Googleable shit. She's been spending a lot of time and money getting this information for you guys. So please do not think that this is a game. You know what I'm saying? She's always about the indie artist. She's about, the underground. And if you value your craft, if you value anything at all, you should take these words that she's providing to you and apply. Apply yourself, Smokey. Anyway, but yeah, this is Minx Mafia. This is, what's the Merciless Cast is now called Minx Mafia. So at the top of the month, which is today, become a Patreon. Get your jewels for your family jewels. All right, head on over to Minx Show podcast on minxradio.com for current and past episodes of the Minx Show podcast on all your DSPs and also on YouTube. Did you do a show this past Friday? Yeah, you did do a show this past Friday.
Yes, I did with Auntie Kim.
With Auntie Kim, I'm telling you, if y'all missed that, I couldn't stay for the whole thing, but Auntie Kim had me rolling. I followed her immediately. We got to get her back on.
Yeah.
We've got to get her on. Auntie Kim, she dropped some bombs and she dropped some jewels as well. So shout out to Auntie Kim for the exclusive interview on the Minx Show podcast. Yeah, like I said, your girl been podding. You did the Minx Show podcast and you did the Collective.
Yes.
Fresh Collective. You did that as well.
Yes.
And that was the music review, right?
Yes. We're I'm a guest. I would say I'm a guest host for that. It was nice. We need more of that.
All right. And let's see what else we got going on. Oh yeah, artists, send your music videos. Look, if you do, if you don't, trust me, somebody's music gonna get played somewhere. But if you are to send it, please make sure that it's thoroughly titled with the artist name. I don't want to see rough draft. This might be it though, MP3, because it might not be played. It's got to be hot or it ain't getting in the spot. As clear as that. And business owners, small business owners, if you're just starting off, you got your LLC, you need to drum up some business. First of all, congratulations on getting your LLC, but let us help you out with the promo. Hit us up in the inbox on Facebook with details of your graphics, and follow us on these social medias. I finally changed it, damn it.
Oh my God.
Becky, look at her butt. No, I finally changed it. So yeah, I'm at the top. Minx is at the bottom. We're here on the Instagrams, and follow us on the RTIM show where we post up clips and all types of funny shit. And that's what we do. And let me go ahead and give y'all one of these.
Just because.
Awarded to y'all for no reason at all. The Here Nigga Damn Award. Oh, Jesus. I'm silly. But yeah, we are indeed here. And let's go ahead and get into it. So Minx persuaded me to finally join Clubhouse. She sent me a damn invite. I feel so old and washed and out the loop. I don't know what to do with it. It's kind of like Snapchat. It was my first 20 minutes of Snapchat. I didn't know what to do. I mean, I know what the app does. I know what it's there for, but I just felt so out of place. I didn't know what to do. I did, however, jump into quite a few good conversations. One topic which we will tackle in just a second. I kind of like it. Yeah. I won't be on stage or nothing like that. I'll just be spectating. But because I don't want to be that cringy ass person. You know what I'm saying? I just so happen to be in the same room with a celebrity that I tend to admire or that I respect, and like, oh my gosh, I'm on stage with such and such. Oh my God, yeah, I don't want to be that person.
Well, we already know. I'm waiting for the moment that you hit me and say, "I spoke to Joe
Man,
Budden."
listen, he already retweeted me a couple years back, so, that was my crowning achievement for that year before I started podding. I was like, "Yo, I need your blessing." He was like, "Get after it." I screenshot that. You damn right I screenshotted it. You damn
Well,
right. I know
at
that's
least you're
corny
not
as fuck, but who cares? Like, who cares what's corny?
at least you're not cringy about it like some of these, mofos.
'Cause I'm like, bro, I was on the I was in the chat with Ninth Wonder, which is one of my favorite producers, DJ Premier, one of my favorite DJs. I wish Kid Capri had a clubhouse. I would definitely join his chat. He's like my favorite top DJ ever. But yeah, I'm restraining myself because I don't want to be that cheesy ass. You know, I don't want to be that person. I don't. But I
Well,
be peeping. I be peeping.
here's what's crazy, and, well, first thing, uh, I woke up yesterday, I'm chilling, making breakfast. My cousin sends me, an invite. I was like, "Oh my god, has the time come?" I was waiting, no lie, like 3 months for this shit.
It was like an invitation from the Illuminati or some shit.
Yo, dead ass. So, here's what's crazy. So, I made a tweet out and I was like, "Yes, I'm finally in. I'm finally in." And my homie, who's also one of my Patreon members, Daryl, he was like, "I've been invited you on that shit." I said, "What?
Whoops.
When?" So I go and, I was like, I don't know, something must have happened to my messages, whatever. So I sign up and everything is cool. What's up, the booty hood?
Oh my gosh.
Um, so
Is this caffeine?
yeah.
Oh my gosh. We gotta ask you about your name, but
Yeah,
not
not
right
right
now
now.
though. Go ahead.
So here's what's crazy. So I get in, I join it, man. I kid you not. I was on Clubhouse until 4:45 this morning.
It's kind of like a police scanner of sorts. If y'all remember the police scanners,
Yeah, I
which
have
I do have on my phone.
me too. I
I
have
am my grandmother's child. I can't help it.
it's like I want to sit and have my tea and hear who's breaking into the McDonald's down the street.
Man,
Um,
listen, somebody was trespassing up the block from me.
Citizen, right? Yeah,
No. This is one of those free apps, police scanner
Citizen.
app.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah.
I had Broadcastify, but it was just like too many ads.
Way too many.
Way
So,
too many.
so here's what was real funny today. So, I because I'm like low key addicted to this app now. I was like, let me put Clubhouse on my other phone. So this way, when this phone dies, at least I can hop on this shit. It's like, yeah, me and Gina had to have a
Oh,
talk.
that's terrible.
So what happened was, I go to put the what is it Clubhouse on that phone, and it was like, put your credentials and shit in. So I was like, okay. It turns out that Daryl invited me on my business line.
Oh,
So now I have two I have two different
you
accounts.
got two different accounts.
One is
Uh,
linked to Tor and the other one isn't.
I quickly learned that you cannot change your name on there. I really didn't want to put my government out there like that.
Well, they're actually rolling out an update this week because a lot of people have said, can we add our, if we are known as a content creator,
Yeah,
we use our content creator name. So they did say that they are rolling that out.
good
Um,
because I not too many people know my real name other than people on Facebook. Shut your mouth and you of course, but I really don't want the interweb streets, the internet streets out there knowing who the hell I am.
right.
Not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
my bad. My caffeine just kicked out because, there is a event.
of course it is. Caffeine, y'all gotta tighten up, man. Y'all have got to tighten all the way up like some spandex on Cameo with the red cup. Y'all have got to tighten up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
We
Okay,
we
so
we gonna wait. Yeah, we gonna wait to come bite.
we back. Um,
We bite.
so
We bite.
I would definitely say, like, from last night, I was tuned into a lot of reality show drama.
I started to follow, but I don't watch the show at all. I don't watch none of the Real Housewives shows to be in tune with what's going on.
Right.
But I did listen to this one conversation that they had. Segue. Uh, about what happened to this Dallas restaurant who hired a DJ, to provide some mood music. And well, booty starts shaking and moving all around. Booty starts shaking and moving all around. It was twerking everywhere. This is not really an upscale, pinky out, bougie ass restaurant. However, the owner was not having that because ladies were on the furniture twerking that ass. Besides somebody Caesar salad and ranch dressing, they were not having that. So I kind of want to play y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I got the clip. Hold on. I do have it. I've got the clip.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept so black people can have somewhere nice to go to.
But listen to the twerk music in the background as he's chastising these people, though.
Okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a... Come on! Stop the music, please!
Ah, damn.
Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? Yeah. No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out of my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it now. Don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
And that's when I would have got up, walked out, not paid for the meal, knocked the table over, twerked some more on the way out the door. Because that's what you don't the fuck do. First of all, as a DJ myself, when someone hires me to play a room, out of courtesy, and I don't know what other area DJs do, but as a courtesy, I always ask what's the vibe needed for the room. Because if I'm doing an art show, I definitely don't need to play Big Frida and Uncle Luke music. To do spoken word, I don't need no hard hitting, trapped out shit. Sometimes you just need some Wi-Fi, some what's it called, lo-fi, just for ambiance music. Not everything needs to be trapped out, twerked out. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt ass type shit. So I kind of understood what he was getting at. However, as a business owner, when you hire someone to do that job, it's your responsibility, sir, to say, okay, I'm hiring you for the night. I'm paying you to play the music. Here's kind of what I need for the night. This is a restaurant. I've got mostly ladies coming in. This is a respectable spot. So all I need is some R&B, clean if you got it. And the owner, the host, whoever can specify to the DJ what type of music they want.
Right.
And like I said, as a courtesy, I just ask, what type of music do you want me to play? If it's a family function, I ask, what type of music do you need from me so I can get my sound right? Oh, we're just looking for some old school, 60s, 70s. Bam, got you. Oh,
Noodle over at Caffeine says he could have asked him a little nicer though.
He really could have. Tact is everything. Professionalism is everything. So instead of him telling them ladies,
that's a nice one.
What's that?
Professionality.
I don't know if it's a real word, but I just made it up.
It's merch.
Merch professionality. There's a way. It's not what he said. It's how he said it. And you heard the gasps, but nobody got the fuck up and left. That chicken must be the bomb, diggity iggity. The drinks must be good. Y'all sat your asses down and ate and sat y'all's twerking asses down to continue your meals. But at the same time, once again, when he said, I didn't need your money, everybody should have got the fuck up and left. No tip, no nothing. Because you just messed up a night's worth of tips that y'all could have got. Y'all messed up what could have been a good night for a group of girls that hadn't been out in a long time because of, and mind you, this is in the middle, still pandemic time. This is Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Their numbers aren't low like that, but they don't need to be out crowded in this restaurant either, eating and twerking and wafting a booty air out like that. You know what I'm saying? The owner of this restaurant really, The owner of this restaurant really could have said, DJ, could you cut the music for a second? Thank you. Um, Ladies, would you please be so kind not to dance and twerk on my furniture, please? This is a upstanding restaurant. We like to keep our reputation clean. Please sit back to your seats. I'll ask the DJ to play something more clean, more quiet, in a restaurant setting. I'm sorry that, this has gotten out of hand, but I will have to ask you all not to do that again. Thank you for your patronage. First of all, thank you for your patronage. Because for me to tell you, I don't need your money. You can get the fuck out. All right, deuces. Bye.
Right.
That would have been the end of conversation. I'm not even paying the bill. That's in the conversation. So everybody on, it's been a lot of conversations on Twitter and also Clubhouse about
like 8 rooms about this situation.
Yeah. Some people said, well, why is it that every time Black people are out, we have to act by white people's standards, as if we have to worry about what white people say about us, and that's why they call us animals, and that's why they call us ghetto, and this is why, because we go out here and we do stuff like that. I'm sorry, but on the other hand, if I hear, some Uncle Luke, and I hear, what's that joint? Don't stop, pop that. Let me see that doodle brown. Oh, I'm dancing. I'm not gonna necessarily get up, jump on the table, and bust it down like that. I'm not gonna do that. But ladies and gentlemen, because I'm quite sure the men were like, like they had a soup or whatever it was, and they
blink.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't blame the DJ. I don't blame the DJ at all. He got paid to do what he did. He was doing his job. The restaurant owner could have handled this a little bit differently.
Right.
Like I said, first off, before he started to open the restaurant, set the rules for the DJ. I mean, it's okay to set rules. It's called, establishing some type of, rapport also with your clientele. And I mean, yeah, he might be getting some press, but not all press is good press. And this right here might make people like, I don't know. He was telling people get the fuck out of his restaurant. He don't need our money because he don't need our money. So why would we eat there? So he could be hurting his restaurant, his business like that. And from what I'm understanding, it just opened 5 months ago. It's a brand new restaurant. How are these businesses able to open up in the middle of a pandemic when people supposed to be sitting their asses home is beyond me. But congrats to them for having a business, a Black-owned business.
Getting that stimulus.
The stimmy.
Like the business stimulus.
The restaurant is called True Kitchen and Cocktail, spelled with a K. And the owner's name is Kevin Kelly.
Kevin. Always a Kevin.
That dang it, Kevin. Yeah.
Oh my God, we got the old people lines now.
You got the parentheses.
We got parentheses now. Oh my God. I love it though.
So my closing statement on this is, if you wanted a classy restaurant, you shouldn't have hired a damn DJ from jump.
Yeah.
That would have solved a ton of problems. That could have saved your furniture. That could have saved people's eating experience. That could have saved you a bunch of dragging from Twitter, because it was plenty of it.
I kind of agree though, because, well, not with the way that he handled it, but like we as Black people, like I understand the whole narrative. Like, why do we have to act, like, what's the term? Code switching.
Yeah.
Why do we have to code switch in public? Why can't we just be ourselves? Why do we have to go through that? I mean, honestly, the way I look at it, being civilized, like I hate when the word Black and civilized is in the same sentence, because that makes me feel like
like what we do outside of our house is taboo. Like we're freaking animals or something. Every time we go out, like we don't know how to act when we go outside.
Right. I don't know what the hell is going on tonight, but I keep getting kicked off of fucking caffeine, and I'm gonna give it one more shot. And
Let me see what caffeine's giving tonight. Let me see what caffeine is giving. See, they were airing their battles and stuff on YouTube. I do remember seeing one being aired on YouTube.
it doesn't make any sense because I am hooked up directly. We have viewers that are still sitting and waiting for us to get back on. And if it happens again, then I'm just gonna have to like give it, I'm just gonna say fuck it for now. But this doesn't make no sense. I mean, let me just try to change the title or something. I just have Minx is live on caffeine, RTIM. This is bullshit, and I'm about to like flip the fuck out.
Yeah, we don't need to do all that.
Well, we'll give it another try.
Yeah, we will.
Because that's not right. Like every single time that there is an event for battle rap, or a battle rapper is live, or something happens in battle rap, it's like you are consistently being, rubbed out for everybody else to be seen. And I personally don't think that that's cool. And I'm going to make sure in Discord, I'm going to let them know, yo, I got kicked off my live 3 times today. What the hell is going on? I'm not playing any copywritten music. What's the problem?
Yeah, I don't see anything for today. Hang on. Let me
I got kicked off again. It's all good. Let's continue. And I'm gonna go into Discord on my phone because I'm about to sound the fuck off.
Oh my gosh. We got a rant. The only thing I see is an event coming up on the 12th. Today is just the 1st.
Right. Well, let me go over to Caffeine Discord. Caster announcements. What are we talking about today, Caffeine? Because y'all. Okay. Public chat.
It seems like it's just on Tuesdays, but I don't see anything set for tonight.
Right. Yeah, something is just not right because I just keep getting kicked off of my live stream and I don't know why.
That's
But
terrible. Somebody on Twitter, by the name of at Earthy Ari _, she got a nice little note from her neighbor in her apartment complex. Like a nice little area too. And it says, dear resident, with her apartment number on there that's been blocked out. You seem to have no respect for others, huh? You seem to think you can move into a new building without abiding by the rules of morality or have any concern for anyone else but yourself. Your, quote, addition to this complex has caused nothing but pain. Who uses a blender at 10 a.m.? What, I can't have my smoothie for breakfast? Fuck you. Do you care about other individuals and that rap music you play? You're playing rap music so early in the morning. And this is where it goes left. Forgive me if I say what I'm about to say, but this is an unedited show, and I will not edit my mouth, so here we go. Please put away the nigger music. Only niggers listen to nigger music. It's bitch this, bitch that, nigger this, nigger that. Can you listen to something more peaceful, more calming? It's very rude. It's entirely rude. Please learn to have some respect. In distress, your neighbors. P.S. Please stop having sexual rations so loud. I promise you it's not that good, sweetie. You don't need to wake everyone up. Learn to have manners and be respectful. I'm sorry. Sexual rations? Funny. Hey! Oh, God. It's my bestie. Hi.
You say hi? She missed you. She was asking about you yesterday.
Oh, I miss my bestie too. Yeah, I miss my bestie.
Here you go. Oh. You're so feisty.
I'm saying hi to my friend.
That's right. She is saying hi to her fans. Dad.
Say hi. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hold on. I gotta put this back in. It popped out.
Pause.
Okay. Say hi, everybody. Right here.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, it's Gina.
Hello.
What she do this weekend? Ask her what she did this weekend.
She they want to know, what did you do this weekend? Nothing? What'd you do? She said paint. That's all we do is paint.
Oh goodness.
She's too
But
much.
yeah.
I'm hi to my friends. All right, Beyonce.
Relax. But yeah, oh girl. That was a nice little note. I would have wrote back, bitch. Oh, excuse me. We seem to have gotten kicked off. Let's see if Mix comes back. We'll be waiting on her in just a second. She's gonna be mad when she come back, I tell you. Y'all hang on a second. And there she goes.
I was like, what?
It didn't happen to us yesterday, so it had to happen today, right?
It's like, F your show. F your show.
2 times.
F it.
F it. But yeah, so what would you do in that situation if your neighbor slid this nice little note up under your door and asked you to stop having sexual rations so loud? Not even sexual relations, sexual rations.
I would make the most loudest Academy Award noise.
Right.
I would go ham. I would want to send it to the Academy and say, yo, I better win something for this shit.
Right. She said, I promise you it's not that good. You don't need to wake everyone up. Learn to have manners and be respectful. I heard river dancing is the shit. Maybe you should take that up, Miss Ari. Maybe you should take that up. If you have hardwood floors, maybe I suggest practicing bowling. Let's see. What else can we do? Run your blender at 7 instead of 10, because 10 is too reasonable. Start at 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Also, bang every pot and pan that you have as you prepare to make your breakfast.
But you know what, too? That kind of reminds me of my neighbor, the one I told you about that, she's Oriental. So she plays her, they war music, if anything. They practice their, mantras and meditations in their backyard, and they play a lot of that heavenly music, that heavenly ass music. So, the neighbors are still on her ass about it. And I'm just like, I could understand, like, if this was an apartment. This is her house. Okay. She pays a fucking mortgage. Okay. Property taxes. And you have these racist ass mofos. I mean, because this is where we're at. I mean, I would say the part of the Bronx I'm at is pretty much Italian, Polish, white folks. So no, guys, I'm not like from brownstones and shit. But there is a lot of I wouldn't say racism, but it's just like racial uncomfortableness.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've had dirty looks made at me, for little things. Walking around the block, you got people that are putting out their fucking garbage, and they stop and they look at you like, are you lost, bitch? Like, and I've had to say to Gino a lot of times, like I said, I really don't feel, I'm not gonna say I don't feel comfortable here, but it's like you don't feel welcomed here at all.
Right. Definitely that little note right there would have been like, yeah, it's gonna be some legal action taken for sure.
Yes. What the hell is this?
Uh-oh. A toy that you forgot that you bought?
Oh shit, I broke it.
Oh, she gonna yell at you.
Oh, I think you are supposed to break it. Hey, you're supposed to crack the shell of this. Smells good. So I don't know if you saw that I've uncovered another scam.
Of course you have. Of course you have. You would not be you. Who is it this time?
Mario. Let me love. You should let me scam you.
Hey, let me take your money and go dip. Wait a minute, didn't we already discuss Mario?
He's back again.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, War Hunter, you're right. I don't know why they keep kicking me off of this live stream. But we're live on YouTube as well. So if you guys need to hop over, y'all could do that. Because I don't know what's going on. I actually wrote into the Discord server like, yo, what the fuck is y'all doing, man?
Yeah, if she keeps getting kicked off Caffeine, just hop on over to YouTube and search us, and we don't get kicked off of YouTube because we don't play music. So
War Hunter says they did the same stuff to me on my stream. Yeah, maybe it's a bad streaming day for Caffeine. You know, they just want to give all the bandwidth to the battle rappers.
wah, wah.
So here's what's funny about this scam. What's funny about this scam is that our dear station head is mentioned this time.
Oh, please do tell.
So when after we get off today, guys, I'm gonna actually upload the initial blog. I'm gonna start blogging and doing the breakdown along with the videos so you guys can get the sources, because I've been accused of, you know, pretty much threatened to be sued again. So I'm like, now I want to
Oh, by who this time?
Trillist Entertainment.
Never heard of him. Anyway.
So basically I saw one night there was a mixtape that was going to be dropping by Mario, right? So I had a couple of people send me information about it. It's called R&B Next. R N as in Nancy, B next.com, right? Now you know me. When I am faded, and I mean faded as fuck, shit just does not, like, it just doesn't sit with me right. I'm like,
Right.
yeah, I gotta take a look at this deeper because my spirit is saying something's not right with this.
Right.
So usually, y'all know, I get a scam. I'm on it that same night. I'm uploading a video. I'm already making y'all laugh at the fuckery of these scams. But this one I had to take my time with, because we're talking about your cross, I hate to say, you're cross promoting into, let's say, because remember I said, well, I don't see nobody doing no mixtapes with no pop artists, or I don't see nobody doing no mixtapes with no fucking R&B acts. Well, Mario is the first, right?
Mm.
So this is his second pandemic mixtape, because the first one flopped. It only had 1,000 streams on Dat Piff of all the
Who still listens? Who still goes to Dat Piff?
What R&B artists, like, who do you, when I go to Dat
Lord.
Piff, I don't really see R&B. Like, that's for hip hop, in my opinion. Hip hop and rap, hardcore rap, right?
Yeah, mixtapes.
Maybe
Hip hop mixtapes.
right. Maybe beats. The Booty Hood says he still goes over to Dat Piff for mixtapes.
Apparently there was a lot that has come out.
Yeah. So here's what happened. So I go to rnbnext.com and I'm looking at, first of all, this is a mixtape that was released on Audio Mac. Thought that was kind of strange because you had one of the guys from Audio Mac that works with The Booth, I believe, who pretty much made a big thread on Twitter about this scam, about all of this, and saying that they wanted to alert artists. So I was like, that's kind of weird that the same platform that was talking against these scams is also hosting. Well, I'm not saying it's Audio Mac's fault, but what I'm saying is that how does Audio Mac not know that Mario is dropping a they call it an album. It's not a fucking album. Okay. It's not an album. You got an interlude, you got another interlude, and then you have an outro with Mario just talking some general shit that you can tell he had his iPhone and said, "Hey y'all, follow these artists." Anyway, so of course, I had to do a lot of digging because, there was a couple of things about the mixtape that stood out to me that did not look right. Like the companies that were quote unquote sponsoring this mixtape, you can't find them on the World Wide Web at all. And I am like the commish, okay? I'm like Matlock, Columbo, okay? When I'm looking for shit. And to put it in quotations, the names of these companies, and they don't exist. That's another red flag for me. But here's where Station Head comes in. Now, again, to the artists that are part of this, I'm not making fun of you. I'm not poking fun. I'm not going to call you ignorant. I'm just showing you guys and presenting you guys the facts because you guys need to understand how deep this rabbit hole goes with these mixtape scams, right? So here's what I thought was wrong, okay? Now you got this album that was dropped on Audio Mac.
That's gotten over almost 10,000 plays.
1,000. Oh, excuse me, 8,000 plays.
And it says 9 as of just now 9.1K. I'm just saying.
Hilarious.
Right.
Now, here's where Station Head comes into this, right? Basically, Station Head, the artists that are on this album are going to be going on Station Head tomorrow from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock at night to stream the music and talk about why they made the songs. You don't see Mario talking about it. You don't see him making posts about it. You don't see him mentioning it. It's not in his link tree. It's not on his own personal website. He's not tweeting about it. He's just it's not in his stories. It's nowhere. Okay. So I said, yeah, I gotta do something about this because I feel some kind of way because R&B, like, I'm not saying I don't give a fuck about rappers, but you get a new rapper every day.
Well, apparently he's got another mixtape. Have you seen the album cover for this one?
The first one?
No, it's the second one.
Oh, the red one.
No, it's another one.
Yes. Mario's Talent. That was the first one that was hosted. Yes, that was the first one that was hosted by the Block 365 that flopped on DatPiff.
How does that flop on a free mixtape site?
Because it didn't generate any fans. It didn't, these artists have still very low numbers. And I use websites like Wayback Machine to see where a person's numbers were months ago. My whole thing about this is that the R&B community, this is why I'm so happy that we have Clubhouse, because I might be the first motherfucker that gets kicked off of Clubhouse.
Please don't do it.
A part of me is like, War Hunter says it dropped, bounced 3 feet in the air, and then landed on the trash pile. But the thing is, these artists are not bad. This is what bothers me. These artists are not bad. It's just the direction. They were misdirected, right? And here's the other thing I really thought about, because first of all, Mario, you got to look at the little things that he's doing, right? He has OnlyFans, where this nigga literally sits on OnlyFans and does meditation bowls. Ooh. I'm like, I ain't paying you $5.99 a month to see you take a glass and wipe your fucking hand over it. Show me something more than that. Okay. Then he has another paid subscription service where if you pay him $500, he can mentor you for 2 weeks. I'm like, honestly,
that's it.
Yeah. 14 days. Honestly, the way that I look at it, and this is why, again, like I said, I love listening to Clubhouse, because some of these conversations that I've been listening in on, these motherfuckers are broke.
Very.
They are broke.
Okay. Sidebar from the scam, you've got A&Rs now on Clubhouse looking for talent.
all of them are A&Rs.
Yeah, you got A&Rs looking for talent. You got producers on there looking for the next producers. Like they're having beat battles on Clubhouse. Everything. What up,
We
Smooth producer? He says, "Hey Minx, I got Clubhouse. I'm ready."
who? Smooth? Oh yeah. Smooth,
Smooth
I got you.
producer.
I got you, Smooth. I was telling him, yo, you need to get on here. You got to get on here. You got to get on here.
I'm following like 9 people. I'm like, this is so.
But
I still don't know what to do with it yet.
last night's discussion, War Hunter says, sounds like I need to be there. Well, first, because a lot of people keep hitting me up in my DMs and asking me, so I'm just going to be real quick about it. Y'all know how Discord is? You got your little voice channel. Okay, so imagine a different categories of people creating rooms and everyone just hopping in and just hopping on the voice chat, right? You talk, you don't know who you know who you're talking to. You could be talking to L.A. Reid. You could be talking to Joe Budden. They create these rooms and they have these discussions. This is why a lot of people saying that Clubhouse is going to be a publicist's nightmare.
Yeah, so much so.
One person that I noticed that's really, War Hunter says, music industry blind date. Not really. It's more like, how AOL was, you got the little chat rooms and shit. It's the same thing, but it's just what I like about it is, with any app experience, if you're on there to do fuckery and bullshit, you're going to get fuckery and bullshit. If you're on there really trying to build your sound, like if you want to have your music critiqued, like I listened to an industry critique this morning while I was having my coffee, they were brutal. You're not supposed to screen grab anything, but you can't put if you screen grab it, you can't put it on your stories and shit. Not like they're gonna kill you over it, but I'm trying to respect that aspect at least. But there was a couple of people that were submitting their music and they were being critiqued by people that were with Sony or whatever, and they were fucking brutal.
That's but that's what they need, because they don't need people like us. I mean, they don't need people like us critiquing, because we're gonna come off as haters. They need someone like Sony. They need someone like L.A. Reid. They need someone like these high producers to tell them that their shit is trash. Personally,
there was a song that they, like I said, I'm gonna send it to you when we're done. But there's a song that they were critiquing today, right? I'm washing dishes this morning, getting everybody ready for breakfast, and I'm like, oh, this shit is hot. Dude was like, the song was done, and he just done, and you saw all the mics come up, and guy was like, I really don't like this.
Damn.
The kid was like, oh really? He's like, I just, and I understood why he didn't like it, because he was like, the guy is like, you haven't found yourself. You're trying too hard to sound like Future. We already have Future. We need to know who you are. So the other guy was like, yeah, I actually second that. You really need a white dude too. I like
we don't need you seconding anything.
Yeah. He goes, I really need you to find yourself, because you are selling yourself. What I'm hearing here is that you are selling Future, and Future is already rich. He's already famous. He's already on his 5th Lambo. You're living in Bed-Stuy, taking the city bus. What are we doing here? I'm like,
damn. Whoa. But that's what but see, you know what? I'm glad that Clubhouse exists, and I'm glad that these celebrities are not above, giving honest critiques. I mean, we could have said that, but who are we, right? Like, why should our opinions matter? Because we're local like them. We haven't gone anywhere. We haven't made placements. We haven't worked with big people. So don't let me bust your face with a pan. I'm gonna let people over here at Sony bust you in the mouth with a skillet, with a cast iron skillet, and tell you your shit is trash. Because what I just told you was pillow soft compared to what they're gonna tell you in the industry.
Hold on. If Smooth Producer is still on, you got to create an account in order for me to add him in.
Yeah, Smooth Producer, get yourself an account, man.
Huh?
Get yourself an account.
Cranberry juice? Sure. A little bit of cranberry juice, not too much. She loves cranberry juice.
I love cranberry juice. I like the cran grape. It tastes like communion juice, and I love it.
He got by accident. Let me tell you, we had such a big fight. Okay. the other day.
Not over cranberry juice, please.
Oh my God. Gino has this thing I call, I hear what I want to hear. And I sent him to, like, if I don't write a fucking list, he'll forget it. Everything, right? So I wrote on the list, cranberry juice, whatever. He comes back. Now me, I'm listening to music, I'm chilling, whatever. I pour in my cranberry juice. I was like, this shit was cran cherry.
Oh, even better.
Now it took me a minute because your palate gets fucked up when you're expecting something.
Expecting one thing, yeah.
So you're just like, okay, let me back out of this and come back a little bit. Let me add some ice and shit to it. Maybe
she sent me back out and come back.
Let me come back. So I came back to it, and I said, Gino, this shit tastes like Tylenol, man. Like the little kid.
It just needs a little splash of vodka. That's what that needs.
It sound like it, but topic.
Segue.
Mulatto.
Wait. How we get from cranberry juice to Tylenol to mulatto? How was that a segue?
It just popped in because I just saw somebody was pinging me into a chat about mulatto again.
Yeah, so she's going to dig herself into a hole. Her PR is going to dig herself into a bigger hole. She's eventually going to get dropped from her label if she does not change her name, which she's considerably doing.
She said she ain't doing that shit.
No, I just saw the post where it said she may consider changing her name because, first of all, for those that don't know what mulatto means,
it's not a red bone.
Yeah, it doesn't mean, hey, I'm light skinned. No,
I'm not. It's not because I'm light skinned. It did. Nope.
The G-rated explanation is someone who is biracial, born of a white and black parent. However, the definition of it has very negative connotation. Because back in the day, mulatto was short for mule, which would imply that black people were half N-word and half animal and half whatever, bloop. And that's where, mulatto comes from.
Well, let me tell you this, chat. Mulatto, from one chick said, I'm gonna read to you, because what happened was it started with mulatto and her camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give y'all the rundown because I'm literally shade room in this bitch.
Ain't it?
So it was mulatto that in her camp, they were talking about her, and then the fans started talking shit about, why won't you change your name? And, so then this one chick started like screaming on her, like, you know what our ancestors went through to not fucking be called that? So she just kept saying, it's just a name. It's just a name. It's just a name. And I've always been mulatto. It's just a name. So her camp is like telling the chick, yo, calm down. We're here to talk civilized and try to come to a conclusion about this name. So, she was like, I ain't got to change my name for fucking nobody. I'm going to change my name if I want to change my name. So the girl was like, you don't understand. Mulatto means that you are a product. You're mixed, but you're a product of a slave master raping a slave. That's what mulatto means. So she goes, well, I didn't know that that's what that meant. So everybody started attacking her. Fuck you mean you don't know? Like, you don't know your history? Like, you didn't think at one point maybe this is not the right name to pick?
Like I said, she only looked up the G-rated term. She didn't look up the whole thing of it. She just looked up, hey, my father's black, my father's white, my mother's black.
Right.
I'm mixed. That's what mulatto is. Okay, let's go with it. But she didn't do a good Google dive.
Well, that's like somebody coming to me and saying, I got to change my name Minx, right? Because I'll never forget, I got to a fight with one of my old artists when I fired him. And for some reason, this will always stick with me because I just thought he was being like a fucking hater. But I've thought about changing my name Minx like several times because of what he said to me. So I'm going to tell y'all what he said. So he got mad at me. I was dating his cousin at the time. We broke up. He cheated. And all of a sudden, this leaked into my music somehow. So I said, I changed my name from Nina at the time. It was Nana, and I changed it to Minx. Minx was supposed to be money involved, no exceptions, right? So my gimmick was that I was going to fit that thing into every fucking song, right? So if someone hears the word erection, you already know Minx is coming with money involved, no exceptions. So it's
Mhm.
going to rhyme in the song regardless. You're going to hear that line, that tagline. So what happened was that he got into a fight with me because I told him that I was shelving him because he wasn't serious. You're wasting my time, and studio time costs money. And you're talking about my dad's studio. If I'm in the studio and I'm working, that means that another artist cannot come into work, which means we're not getting any money. So if I'm booking the studio and you're not coming, or I'm seeing you on Instagram and you're turning the fuck up and you have a session that I paid for, then I got to drop you, right? So
Right.
I told him after the third time, I said, look, man, I can't keep doing this. This costs money. And then it went from, that's why your music is trash. And so anywho, so he's like, oh, you know what? I get why they call you fucking Minx, because you're a hoe. Hoes move like that. I said, a hoe? Fuck, why would you call me a hoe when your cousin's the one that's fucking around? Anyway,
Woo. All right.
I go in, I look, and Minx, it doesn't mean hoe, but it means sexy, flirtatious, impudent woman. So I said, what the fuck does impudent mean? That doesn't sound too nice.
Gotta Google that word to know what that means.
So basically, it is a promiscuous woman. That's what minx means in the dictionary.
that spelling or
MINX, yeah. Minx is a sexy, flirtatious, promiscuous woman. So I kind of felt some kind of way because I was like, I wasn't throwing it back like that. So I don't know why people were like men were, they would see my name and then I would hear like before I got on stage, they'd look on the paper and Minx, oh, Minx. I'm like, I'm Minx, what's up? And I'm all dressed up like looking like young MA. I'm like, so
she's not sexy or promiscuous, guys.
I do understand why names are very important, but let's look at Future. Future ain't the future of shit. He got a bunch of kids.
He's just creating futures.
Right. At that point, do we hold artists up to their names? Do we hold them up to the name choices? Does it even matter?
I just wish she did further research before settling. And I wish her PR, I wish her manager, I wish her label did more research before allowing her to do that, knowing full well that Twitter is unrelentless when it comes to stuff like this, because this is the age of the new woke black person. So of course it's gonna be that one person to tell you, you don't know what your name means, sister. It means do. So you're 22, you're young and ignorant. Let's face it, we all have our ignorance. But if you just took the time, 5 minutes, to really dig deep and don't just look at the first definition you see, like do your homework. What does mulatto mean? Oh, black and white. Oh, well, that's me. No. Look at definitions 2, 3, 4, and 5.
See, that's one of the things that my dad is very, very particular about. He's particular about etymology. Etymology is very important. I love learning the origins of words. It's more than just the translated text. I like learning about it appeared in 1864 type shit when fucking Shakespeare was out. I was like, yo, word. That's why I laugh at certain things, like not to get religiously political, but the name Jesus didn't come out until like the 1900s. Okay. Jesus, like when you look at original texts and the names of words, like the letter J was not invented to call this man Jesus. So if the letter J wasn't invented until like after whatever caveman times or whatever, how the fuck did these dudes call him Jesus? Like these are the little things that like I tell people, like words are everything. If you don't know the original, like where words originated from, like, cause I'm an English head. I love reading Shakespeare. I love reading all of those fucking plays. And it came one day I'm in class and I'm like, we're reading Othello. And I was like, why does this shit sound like the Bible?
Mm-hmm.
Dost thou knoweth me, woman? I'm like, dost thou? That's some Bible shit.
The shall and shan't not, and thus and
Dost thou? I just love that shit, yo. And Gino, he really was like, you understand what they saying? I'm like, of course I do. Like, give me thy shilling, woman. I'm like, he's like, what's a shilling? I'm like,
pay him.
money.
Pay me. No. We know what that means. I'm looking up the word in the I can't pronounce this word for shit.
Entomology.
There you go. Thank you. She knew exactly what I was talking about.
I knew you-
The English term and spelling of mulatto is derived from the Spanish and Portuguese of mulatto spelled with one L. The origin of that word is left out by Daniel Webster, white man, in 1947, printing of his dictionary, but is a common term from the southeastern United States during the era of slavery. It may derive from Portuguese mula, from the Latin mulus, meaning mule, the hybrid offspring of a horse and a donkey. The Real Academia Española traces its origin to mulo in the sense of hybridity, originally used to refer to any mixed race person. And we scroll and move on and move on and move on.
fucking term, mixed race.
Mixed.
We are all the same fucking race. We're human.
Let's see. Hold on. There was something else that I wanted to read. That maybe I wish that the rapper took the time to relate to. In English, printed usage of mulatto dates back to at least the 16th century. The 1595 work Drake's Voyages first used the term in the context of intimate unions producing biracial children. The Oxford English Dictionary defines it as one who is the offspring of a European and black. This earliest usage regarded black and white as discrete species, with the mulatto constituting a third separate species.
They try to make us sound like we don't.
Like we're freaking animals, dog. So, Big Lotto, listen, honey, if you just did a quick Wikipedia search or went to your local library, you could have known more about yourself. You will not have picked that name. You probably would be more successful. She's got people in Twitter telling them, "Don't change your name, girl. You Big Lotto, you hot. This is what they mean when they say when you blow up and y'all just ignorant too."
I just feel
that's
like
all that is.
Like when it comes to shit like that, right. War Hunter says mulatto and more. They've called us everything but our name.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And that's why I feel like I mean, honestly, I don't really think she should change it. I don't think she should change it. Maybe, I mean, if you're gonna claim ownership of a word like that, then because that's almost like us reclaiming the N-word, right? We kind of took the N-word and added an A, and now it's like it's club nigga. But white people, y'all, you can't say it. They're like, even with the A, I'm not using the ER. Like, no, we. That's why I keep saying, like, why do we keep using? Like, I know I use nigga a lot. I'll use that shit till my teeth turn white, and you know that's Paul Mooney. I'll say nigga till my teeth turn white. That's what he said. Should we as Black people be reclaiming racial terms so that it is to our benefit and adding a new history to it?
Well, I can't say. I can't tell people what to say, what not to say.
Damn,
that is a good question. But you can't.
War Hunter, you're right. He says, "Why reclaim something we never owned?"
Well, that's true.
I mean, look.
She's a grown. She's a grown woman. I mean, this comes with the territory. Expect to get dragged. Expect to get praised. Expect it all. I mean, this is the price you pay when you become big.
famous, yeah. But I just think the way that they handled it on Clubhouse was very fucking crazy. Because now, then her camp started a room, and they were going ham. I was room hopping. I was like, "Oh, what y'all talk about now?" And they were
Yeah.
like,
Do you?
honestly, on some real shit. The DJ made sense though. He said on some real shit. He says, "I'm not going to use this platform right here to talk shit about her." But the thing is that I feel like social media should approach her differently. Like y'all are bullying her, and it's not right. So you had all the chicks that were ragging her that came into this room. They're like, "We're not bullying her. We just letting her know that you just don't do shit like that." He's like, "We get it, but you're like," and I hated again these industry folk. The way they talk to you, like you ain't shit. Oh, these chicks wasn't having it.
Uh-oh.
Now you on this chick was like, you are on the same fucking page like me waiting for a motherfucking stimulus. So you better shut your mouth and don't come into chat rooms. Like and it was her room originally. That was with the problem. They came in and hijacked the room and turned that whole conversation into the mulatto show pretty much. So what I have to say is this. Clubhouse is messy.
Yeah.
I will definitely say utilize it. Late nights. If you bored and you just want to listen in on some shit, listen in on stuff that's like positive, that's going to help you grow. Don't feed into the drama. I mean, we have to because this is the line of business we are in, and this is what we report. But if you're a regular person, I wouldn't get involved with that drama. Like the last thing you would want is a loving hip hop artist or some shit. Trying to
come at you,
follow you on social media. Because
here's a question. Here's a good one though. Do you think that people like you and I, people like me, because you got clout, girl. You are an influencer. I know you hate that word, but you are an influencer.
You're getting a double one.
Do you think that dost thou know me, woman? People like me who are new to the platform, and like you say, some of us, we like to listen to mess, and I like it as much as the next person. Do you think that do you think the demise of Clubhouse, if it does arise, will be because of someone who is not of the business, of the industry, seeking clout from one of these big name folks?
Yes.
I mean, you understand what I'm trying to ask, right?
Yeah. What is going to be the downfall of this platform?
Yeah. People trying to get clout off these, off these big folks.
I think that one of the things that's going to be the downfall that I see already. I was actually brought up into a chat yesterday. There was about 50 people. By the time I got done in there, I was the one that was moderating because I did my thing. I had my setup. I had my mic. And then it was, oh my God, what do I need? Do I need an iRig too? Do I need I was like, again? Y'all doing this shit again?
Really?
I learned my lesson, but it was a good question because, a lot of these people on here, they are really trying to help. They really trying to build and create because, again, we're going into a second lockdown. This is the only way we're going to be able to mingle. We can't do networking events. I got invited to a networking event December 10th through the 15th, I think, in Atlanta, right? Off of this app. And mind you, I know the people, but, they literally said, yo, Minx, plane tickets are dirt cheap. Come down here. We're having a crazy mask up event and bring your equipment and sit down and network and talk to different artists on your show. And I'm like, if only there wasn't a fucking pandemic, I would go. I haven't seen my dad in about 6 months. I mean, I would go with him, but it depends.
Speaking of Atlanta, there must have been something going on this past weekend because a lot of people from Lynchburg was just flying down there.
Yeah, there's a lot of networking events, right? Because
No. This ain't no networking bullshit. Don't nobody in Lynchburg network nowhere. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. It was something going on down there. And shout out to my shout out to my homegirl, my sis, Chena, aka Virginia Supernova Slim. She used to live there, so she goes back and forth. I know she goes back and forth to visit her folks, and she used to be part of Grady Baby ENT and all this. So I'm used to her going back and forth, but it was like an influx of people from Lynchburg going to Atlanta all of a sudden. It's like, what's going on that I don't know that I'm missing out on? Because it's been a long time since I stayed in Atlanta for longer than 2 days. The past couple times I went down there, it was just on a go through to get to Florida. I used to go down there and stay for a week and some change. And I love it down there. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. But like you said, it's middle pandemic, and as much as I would love to go down there and see what's happening and take part in some shit, nah.
I ain't going. I literally sat and thought about it.
Because when we took the train from here to Atlanta, we had to wear our mask the whole time coming and going. That was very uncomfortable.
I can imagine because you're talking about a plane. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, this was a 10-hour train ride.
No, I'm saying in my case it would be a plane, but it's like you're in a
Oh
little
yeah.
petri dish with motherfuckers that don't want to wear masks. Because I already know I'm gonna get one motherfucking Karen on that. I'm gonna be like, yo,
Oh my gosh, this is infringing on my rights. I need to breathe. Oh my gosh.
I will be right in my chair and I'm gonna say, yo, I'm gonna say something that y'all ain't heard in a long time. World star, poof. Get your little ass down, bitch.
Put your mask on.
Mask your ass up.
Boop. This is your captain. Before we take off, please put on your mask. Do not take them off. Enjoy your flight. Tonight's dinner, we will be having Salisbury steak. Hey, bitch, put that mask back on. We'll be having Salisbury steak and potatoes.
Yeah, I wouldn't even eat.
Bitch, I see you try to sneak. Put it back. Put it back, or I will kick you off this plane. Yeah, that's what some airlines been doing. Like, if people refuse to comply, the next stop will be yours, whether it's where you need to go or not.
Or I'd strap them onto the wing. You like it? Like
hit that button and poof, suck them right on out. Oops.
I do want to say publicly though, to my peoples, y'all know who you are. I literally treated this Clubhouse shit as if the industry said to me, you made it, Minx. Now you get to bring 5 people with you.
And
So,
I'm like, what the fuck do I do with this?
First person, 759. My second person was Leonard. My third person.
Damn, she invited me before she invited her manager.
Was Kat. Shout out to Kat. She's
Shout
in a
out
lot
to
of
Kat.
R&B groups.
Yeah, shout out to Kat.
And some people got on, right? And they were already invited from other people. So they're like, can you let so-and-so in? I said, sure. I said, oh my God, am I wasting an invite? They're like, no, it's not going to be on your tab. Shout out to Grizzy. I hit him up. I said, yo, Grizzy, if anybody need to be on this shit, it's you.
Yeah, definitely.
We were on the voice chat on Instagram. And I just was like, yo. So he said, what the fuck is that shit? Why do they keep talking about it? So after an hour, he was convinced. He says, let me in.
Yeah, I followed him today too.
So it was crazy. His sister had added him, so I didn't have to waste an invite. So I said, "Oh, that worked out."
Yeah,
so
right.
Now, I'm hooking up Patreon members. That's it.
Okay.
So definitely, homie Daryl, he already invited me, so he's in already. So I'm giving the next one. This is like a low key giveaway. Oh my God. Minx Manifestation Monday is back in effect.
Even though it's Tuesday.
Yeah, Minx Manifestation Tuesday. I was like, oh, is it? I'm giving it to Smooth Producer Midnight. He has always supported always rocked with me. He even used to hit me up and say, Minx, you acting a little crazy today, but I'm gonna let you have it. I'm like, you know what, you right. I gotta calm.
He said he already got a oh, you see the comments on the side. He said he already got a page up and everything.
Yeah, I see it. I'm about to add it
Yeah.
right now. So I hope you screen grab this and let everybody know. Because mofos was hitting me up and they was offering me money and shit, and I just was like, nah, I'm this is important to network with the right people. So as we see, we are now doing the knighting. We are now hear ye, hear ye.
Who dost thou join our clubhouse?
Oh, and Articulate is on there now.
Yeah, I followed him too.
So hear ye to Mr. Smooth Producer Midnight. The Queen Minx has asked you to come into the clubhouse, and you are now officially anointed.
Court Jester over here trying to find you.
So I'm sending him, and then you about to get my real number too, but that's okay, Smooth.
See, that's the thing. Like, I didn't want to put all my business out here like this.
It's all good. He's people's. So, Mr. Smooth Producer Midnight, welcome to the clubhouse. Don't get in no trouble.
Right.
And follow me.
And follow me too, because I can't find you.
But yes, I do plan on utilizing this app on some real shit though. Like Monday, like I'm gonna have. Okay.
I'm gonna say, oh, don't she did not get kicked off again?
No, he's here. Oh, this says, would you like to welcome him in? I'm like, we're doing it live. We're doing it live.
I see him. I see him. Boop.
So, shout out to Smooth Producer Midnight. Thank you for joining Clubhouse. You have officially joined the Clubhouse, and I hope you network, tune into some of my chats that I'm going to be having and hosting in the morning. It's going to be Minx in the morning, Rise and Grind with Minx, and we're going to be doing manifestations and just talking every morning with our coffees. And yeah, if y'all are into any juicy chats, please add me to that chat.
Yeah, let us know what's going on.
So yeah, Smooth Producer Midnight.
There's actually a chat right now going on called A&Rs Deserve a Grammy Category 2.
For what, lying?
I'm sorry, but they've already added too many categories. You have oh my gosh, they just did you had the best, it was a best female rapper, it was best male rapper, artist of the year, best video, then it was like some other shit that they just threw in, excuse me, to include everybody. It was a made up category basically, because I ain't never heard of it before. Yeah, let me see, what are some red flags? Clubhouse Idol.
Wait, there was this one chat room I wanted to tell you what the title was. You ready for this? The title was, and this was obviously after the mulatto situation.
No, Jesus.
This is the name of the group. Y'all don't want to be free. Y'all want to be white. Pray for these brainwashed, suffering white supremacist, clout chasing celebrities.
Wait, that was the title?
Yeah. Harriet Tubman would have left y'all niggas behind.
You know what?
I had the screenshot. I said, yo, you cannot make this shit up. These mofos was on some dead ass shit. I said, I'm gonna make that my header.
Right. They should have never gave you niggas Clubhouse.
No, but it was definitely very interesting. They let that shit drag for an entire day though, and that's not good.
That, and also this whole Kevin Hart situation as well. That jumped off.
Did you see the video?
Shout out to my girl Juana. She's actually a blue check. She's a blogger, editor.
She's a blue check.
Yeah, she's a blue checker. And I follow her and we converse all the time. Because some of the stuff that we be talking about is like very funny. But this particular Clubhouse, the topic was, is Kevin Hart funny?
Oh, and, I saw that one.
And he popped up in the chat and proceeds to, I guess, defend himself. He said, why would I, take the time to defend myself against haters and this, that, and the third? Apparently, my stand-ups make millions of dollars. Well, I mean,
It's
whatever.
justifying their fame.
Yeah. And then he decides to try to tell this joke about his daughter being a hoe. And that didn't go over well. And every time certain people raise their hand, because that's how how they acknowledge that you want to speak. When you raise your hand, they pull you up to the stage and you speak your piece. So while Juana wanted to speak her piece, she was constantly interrupted. She couldn't get a word in edgewise, and she just said, "You know what? Fuck it, I'm out." And it was a lot of people flaming Kevin Hart's ass because, bruh, your last stand-up from what I've been reading was not very funny. But then here comes the second question. He's established. He's a rock star. He's a multi-hyphenated doot. Does his stand-ups really need to be funny like that? Like right now, he's just silly. His first couple stand-ups were kind of funny. I think his funniest one was I want to say either Laugh at My Pain or What Now. It was one of the two that I laughed the most at. But from this last stand-up, which he does a set in his living room of all places, because pandemic, and he has people in his house, and he's giving a comedy show. And, it lacked. I haven't seen it, but from the reviews that I've read,
I heard it was very bad.
I heard first 30 minutes, you couldn't even get a chuckle in. You didn't even get a chuckle.
But
so if you can't make me laugh in the first 10 minutes of your show, I already know the rest of it is trash. Like if you're supposed to be a rock star, millionaire ass, funny ass comedian, you should be able to make somebody funny off your entrance. So I don't know. You were saying?
I would say that the comedy today is not really funny, and everything is
very PC.
Never, ever make a joke about my child in that way.
It's very PC. Because you remember when he said something about his son looking at an ice cream cone at a birthday party, and he said he smacked him upside the head and said, "Hey, stop that! That's gay."
Mm-hmm.
And this was like in 2015, 16 or something like that when he made that joke. And people cooked his ass for that too. And he came back. And then when he did the little behind the scenes thing called Don't Fuck This Up, which I did watch, he said, "Look, I've apologized for it once. I'm not apologizing for it again. This cancel culture is some bullshit. I just want to move forward. This, that, and the third." But of course, when it's cancel culture, when it's Twitter, when it's social media dictating your status as a star, how many times he said, how many times do I have to apologize? I apologize once, I move on. There's no need for me to keep going back. This time he made this joke about his daughter being a hoe, and he threw some little colorist joke because his daughter is dark skinned like him. And there was a colorist joke made also. But he made a little copper plea, and I have a clip of that.
All right, guys, look, we got to stop. All right, stop with the false narrative. It's a false narrative.
Why do all celebrities, whenever they start to get flamed and cooked on social media, everything's a false narrative? Mulatto said the same shit earlier. But I digress.
Being created. If you were in the clubhouse and a part of the conversation, this wasn't about Black women. It wasn't about me going against Black. Stop. A question was asked about the joke about my daughter and me referencing my daughter having hoe-like activity. I gave an answer to it. Here's what it is, guys. I'm not calling my daughter a hoe. I'm saying what she did is hoe-like activity. I called 3 former hoes that I knew and asked them, is this hoe-like activity? We had a conversation about it, a good back and forth. There was never a Black woman and Black man back, never. So stop with that false narrative, first and foremost. Also understand, guys, there is no other way to market or promote because we're in a pandemic. I can't go and do the talk shows that I once did or go out and do the public stunts. I have no other way to market and promote except to go viral. I have to create conversations, generate back and forth. That's the marketing and promotion attached to my Now Special. It's common sense here, guys. Marketing, promotion. That's why I was in Clubhouse. Marketing, promotion, conversation. Hence, it leads to streams. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. Zero Fucks Given, streaming now. But stop with the...
Of course, shameless plug at the end. But why would you even speak on your daughter having hoe-like tendencies in a public forum like Clubhouse, where you know you are going to get picked apart like vultures on a dead-ass deer? Why would you do that, Kev? Oh, because you wanted to go viral because it's a pandemic and that's the way you promote?
He should have hired the Block 365.
You know what? Shit.
Tag a comedian.
Tag a comedian that's funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, are you funny? We're looking for you.
I'm going to give y'all, you know what? I'm going to help y'all out.
I'm going to use my platform to help y'all out.
I
didn't ask for that.
This is my rant for tonight because I want to definitely touch that. And I'm going to get into it now.
You're ranting now?
I got to get into it now.
Oh, well, Jesus, hold on. Let me give you your, yeah.
Yo, two artists, like established artists, right? When you guys,
there we go.
When you guys, approach us, whether it's you, whether it's your marketing company, whoever it is, when y'all approach us on some, I'm gonna use my platform to help you out. You guys have to understand that we're going to start auditing your platforms because you guys have bought a significant amount of followers during this pandemic. We know you are losing followers. We're going to audit your streams. We're going to do all of that because you're just as fake as us. You're just as fake as us, and you're trying your best to stay on top. See, during a pandemic crisis, we understand that you're struggling. We get that. But it's one hand has to wash the other. It's not just the tagger artist scam shit. It's just so many people, bots, just hitting you with, hey, I know y'all saw this on Instagram. Hey, my friend Little Trash Can thinks your music is dope. Why don't you DM him? Tell him to DM this finger up his ass. Because I'm not interested in being reached out to that way. Y'all have to give us respect, the same respect that we give you. We fawn over you. We go crazy over you, and you guys treat us like we're just here to fund your lifestyle. Okay, you got Funkmaster Flex fucking getting liposuction after all of these leaderboards.
Yo, that was some crazy ass shit. He sat there and videoed himself getting lipo and took a picture of all 3 canisters of fat and blood. Ew. I thought that was a HIPAA violation, but continue.
Well, he allowed them to. But what I'm saying is that y'all really need to start treating us, the underground, the underdogs, the people that are, not signed, we're not established, we're not rich, we don't have obligations like you do. Y'all got to stop acting like you want to help us. We can help ourselves. A lot of us are not stuck in bullshit deals like y'all. And unfortunately, some of y'all going to be more, I hate to say it, but some of y'all going to be picked off. So y'all are scared. So y'all going to sit there and try to come down here and talk about what we got to invest in ourselves, which is really investing into you. Y'all need to stop doing that. You ain't helping nobody out. Because the only way I'm going to help you out. That's almost like I see a fucking homeless person and I'm going into McDonald's and I'm like, you know what? I got an extra $1.09. I'm going to help you out. You know what I'm saying? But then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a video and I'll be like, hey guys, this is Minx. I'm just letting y'all know I'm giving back. I'm giving back. So I'm giving this homeless person a McDouble. That's what y'all doing to us. We're not desperate. We don't need you. You need us. And unfortunately, some of y'all need to hire better publicists. better marketing people, better promoters, because what y'all doing are not it. Okay, you guys are low key trying to be influencers. You're not worth what you are charging artists either. So that's why I recently signed up with Music Breaker as an A&R, and I'm not going to run with that title to catch clout like other people, but I'm making sure that any artist that comes to me and they're looking to promote themselves with an influencer, that these influencers have been audited and cleared, and then you will get something for your buck. So fuck y'all. We don't need you. Remember that. You need us. And that's the rant. You know what grinds my gears?
Then she hit us with the rant early. But yeah, yeah, that's
Smooth is already in the room. He just got into his first room. We ain't gonna see him again.
Was that Smooth already out, huh?
Oh, he already in his first beat room. So shout out to Smooth. I'm happy I can.
You know, I kind of wanted to jump in one of those production rooms, but I could smell the sausage from here. No thanks.
So guess who's starting a female rapper producer group?
Let me guess. It's needed. I mean, it's needed because, like I said, you got to offset all the sausage.
War Hunter, yes, I did hear it, and I'm going to be playing it on Friday's show. I'm on Friday's show, Friday's podcast, because I'm going to be playing more music than talking on my podcast, because we're going to be wrapping up 2020 on the Mink Show podcast the right way. So yes, I definitely got it. 759 sent it to me. I have it in my possession, and I got you. I definitely got you.
See, I'm good for something. Not much, but something. Yeah, I was sitting there watching CNN. I have it on right now, actually. And I kind of wait.
They fucking around too much with the stimulus shit. Not like I'm pressed for it, but I'm looking at all these people that are going to be evicted from their homes this month.
Yeah, because that eviction protection runs out this month, at the end of this month. So yeah.
And you don't hear nothing from old boy about anything. You done lost every fucking
listen,
child, bruh.
Listen here. He has to pay lawyer fees and shit for each lawsuit he files.
Mm-hmm.
So say, for instance, if a court case costs $3 million for a recount or whatever you want to do, say the first, say your cases cost $3 million a hit, times 30. Well, probably more than that now, but let's just give you a roundabout figure. Times 30, you have lost $90 million.
Just trying to
say there's voter fraud, in which Attorney General William Barr says there is none. And he is he supported Trump. He came out and said there is no fraud. Everybody's coming out. There is no fraud. You got Republicans like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, hand over the keys, take your loss, and sit down. That's all we want you to do. But no. So
right,
he has spent tons of donation money. He said he's going to be campaigning, if he hasn't done it already, campaigning in Georgia for 2024. I don't know why. I don't think he's going to make it. Furthermore, one of his lawyers said that the security chief, ex-election security chief, what's his name? Chris Krebs, who was fired via tweet. How do you get fired by a tweet? Like, suppose I don't have Twitter. How did I know I get fired if I don't show it to work the next day on my day off? How do I know I got fired? Yo, Trump tweeted, yo, you out. Wait, huh? That's not how you do that.
It's embarrassing.
Very. So he said, he expected to get fired, but not like that. Like I said, there's a way of doing things. But anyway, so one of his lawyers said that the security chief, the ex-security chief, should be taken out and shot. He said those words on Newsmax TV, which is a conservative TV site. And he says that he should be basically taken out at dawn and shot for committing treason, aka going against the Tangerine Tyrant. And of course, he says that was made in joking and in jest. Sir, you do not threaten people's lives over the airwaves like that, because that is now a lawsuit coming your way, sir. You can go to jail for making threats over social media. That's
Yeah.
how serious this shit is.
As soon as Trump, is out officially, he going to jail, and it's not gonna be-
He's going to jail. And here's something else that just came across the CNN desk before I came on. There have been documents that were on the news desk, heavily redacted, but they're there, that there is bribery going on for a pardon. We don't know who is doing the bribing.
fucking Clubhouse invite.
Bro,
Give me-
like if I allot you 2 million, say I allot you 2 million minks, I need you to pardon me. Rudy Giuliani is also looking for a pardon for the whole it was some that he did with Ukraine or Russia or some bullshit with that. He's looking for a pardon. A couple other people are coming up to him like, hey dog, look out for me, you know. But now there's word of bribery for a pardon, which is a crime.
So basically, a bribery is like a bribery. A pardon is like a get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
Or never go to jail free card.
The first time that is, to my knowledge, has happened when President Ford pardoned Richard Nixon after the whole Watergate thing, which he should have been prosecuted, tried, and sent to jail for.
Well, War Hunter has a good point. He says that Trump needs he needs to be looking for not Trump. Giuliani needs to be looking for a pardon for that Borat scene.
Yeah,
That was very pedo-y. Okay,
very pedo-y.
I even you know what? The thing that bothers me,
That was sick.
it gave me, like, even though he's saying I was fixing my mic and shit, and just that screenshot alone, it just
Bro, you don't lay down on your back and unzip your pants to fix your mic?
it looks very
Rapey.
old,
No, not rapey.
like old man getting ready to get the hippity dippity on. And then of course, he's catching major L's, Giuliani.
With that Just for Men that was dripping down the side of his.
God. What the fuck was
He
that?
was sweating like a hoe in church with the Just for Men.
And then rubbing snot all over his face.
Oh my gosh. He did like this,
He went,
folded it.
it's like, I had to, take a good look at this. So I said, all right, hold on. And then he flips it around, and then he goes, he's distracted. Yeah. Snot. I was watching this shit in fucking horror. I said, wait a minute, dude. Because, we're coming from an era of like my grandfather, he has a handkerchief, right?
Yeah.
Handkerchief era.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that there's a certain courtesy with handkerchiefs, right? As a male. When you have a handkerchief, you blow your nose and you fold it, but you discard it into your back pocket. You don't put that shit back in here. But this dude flipped it. And he flipped it and reversed it.
And just smeared it.
His face. I said, yo, this is, not only was I disgusted. Hold on. War Hunter says, just like Trump came out of the hospital looking like a ripe Florida orange. Yes. And there's a couple of people that recently got sick from COVID. We have Bad Bunny. He's sick. Who else? Oh, there was a chick. There was a tweet, a viral tweet. This woman before Thanksgiving, she tweets out, she says, I wish I had it. She says, I will never allow a pandemic to stop me
I did see that.
from going to church
I
and
saw that.
praying to my Jesus. I will never let no I ain't wearing no fucking mask either because I am covered by the divine love of Christ. And then
5
24
minutes
hours
later.
later, hey guys, I just realized I just got diagnosed with COVID.
Pray for me.
What?
Pray for me. Keep my name. Bitch. No, keep that energy. You get some no thoughts, no prayers from me.
Look, I've always said, like my mom used to say to me all the time, I used to say to her, why don't you go to church? This is when I was Catholic and heavy into that shit. I was like, why don't you go to church? We go every Sunday, every holiday. I go just stop by to light a candle and cry in my pew. Why don't you come to church? And she literally looked at me dead in my face. And she said, who said that you had to go to a location to pray? Like, why can't I sit in my room and just stay quiet? No TV, no AOL games, just reflecting. She says, you don't have to go to church. You don't have to do all those things. I mean, I know it's nice because you want to feel like you're closer to the Lord. Build a fucking altar. I mean, to do what the Santeria chicks do. We build altars. I have an altar in my she shed, believe it or not. I have my pictures, I have my water, I have my candle, and every day I sit with my sage. I spray my sage because I can't burn it. And I literally I just reflect. I talked to my ancestors, I asked them how they're doing because we can't keep forgetting about them. They were here. They were physically here. They're spiritually here too. So I talk to them a lot. I'm really troubled about this going on in my life. And, I'm just wondering if you can put in a word for the big man upstairs, like to, back off a little bit. I'm trying to chill and live the good life. I ain't trying to turn to crime or nothing like that, but please take it easy on me. Right. My prayers still get answered. My manifestations still manifest. But what this chick did, which like majority of people did on Thanksgiving, saying, hey, fuck you, Cuomo, I'm with my whole family. Look, Thanksgiving was still nice.
Yeah.
We didn't have a whole, shebang. We did the Boston Market shit. We did that, but just to see the little one, happy, looking up, like looking at her grandparents and looking at me, we all live together. So it's not like I had to invite anybody. But if she is happy, if the little ones are happy, if the elderly, they don't give a fuck about none of this shit. They just want you to call them, say what up, ask them if they need anything, tell them a little funny story, even if it's not funny.
They're going to laugh at it anyway.
They're going to laugh at it because just you reaching out to them to talk to them, right? Like FaceTime is still a thing. Zoom is still a thing. And they may not, the elderly, they may not understand, like technology must be a mind fuck. Like I am talking to my granddaughter and I can see her in real time. But even though she's not physically here, I can still talk to her. Why would y'all even attempt to try to keep up a sacred pillage?
Tradition, if you will.
I understand because some people, a lot of Black people, and they are like, look, I understand that y'all just woke up and shit. That's cute, but Thanksgiving. First of all, I know everybody, like even my ancestors, like we don't celebrate it for that reason. We don't believe that, like they've had in the little textbooks and shit. The Indians is what they tried to convince us. The Indians of North America, they had nothing. So we came from Spain on our ship called the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, and we came here and civilized y'all niggas.
That's not quite how that went.
I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You're forgetting about the part where, the idea of a turkey is cutting off the chief's head and putting it on a plate for the people his people to conform. So we know the history of Thanksgiving, but y'all don't know the history of Thanksgiving because that is not what Thanksgiving was. Thanksgiving to us as natives, it was called a harvest. Okay. We planted our crops in the spring and all this crazy shit. And, we kept sowing it and making sure we had carrots and vegetables and all this other shit. And then when winter time came around November-ish, we would reap the harvest and we would feed our community, our village. That's where Thanksgiving came from. So when y'all want to say, oh, I ain't celebrating no colonizing holiday, I'm like, I get that, but we're still resuming like what we did before the colonization happened. So we're still like celebrating our culture. It's just don't let that one unfortunate incident, killing us, giving us
Yeah.
smallpox, giving us, kids that we didn't ask for,
Raping us.
raping us, pillaging us, killing our women and children, and having seas of fucking blood because nobody wanted to get on that ship. Don't let that make you think that that's what Thanksgiving is about. Don't let that happen, because that's not what Thanksgiving is about. So spending time with family and all that, even with Christmas, if you don't celebrate holidays, there's nothing wrong with celebrating your love for your family. Do it for the kids and the elderly. Everybody else, fuck them. But these kids have low immune systems. These elderly people have low immune systems. Just because motherfuckers is telling you to wear a mask, it's not because they're trying to control you. It's because they don't want more elderly people and young kids to get sick. And y'all know good and damn well when you were eating up with Big Mama and Uncle Freddie and Uncle Teddy and Aunt Betty and all these mofos, you know you wasn't sitting there with a mask on the whole time. There's no way possible you're going to sit there and tell me that y'all was there with a mask the whole time.
At all. You didn't even show up with the mask on. No, at all.
They probably showed up with it. But you know good and damn well you took that mask off at one point.
As soon as you stepped in the door, hey, fuck. Kiss, spit, drool.
Hold on real quick. Let me take out my phone and plan these caskets. So we wasn't having that. So, some people on my Instagram, I would definitely say, like, I have literally stopped fucking with a lot of people because it's like you say something and they sub you. I'm like, we supposed to be cool though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put up a post, about how we're having a quiet Thanksgiving. It's just immediate family. We all live together. So it's nobody being introduced inside of our house. So it's just us, right? The normal people.
Yeah.
And then you have somebody that subbed me talking about, oh, I'm so sick and tired of you fake woke bitches talking about, oh, you woke, but you still trying to like wear a mask. Bitch, I'm trying to live. I'm trying to live.
If I said this to a few of my residents, if my grandmother was still alive, I would not go see her. Not because I don't love her. I mean, I love her a lot, miss her still. But if she was still here, I wouldn't go see her. And that's just not me being a bad granddaughter. That's me protecting her because, hello, she was 80 years old and battling lung cancer. Why would she need a house full of niggas invading her space, spitting and coughing and all in her privacy in the confines of her home, and then she turn around and dies a couple of days later? But of course, they're going to say, well, she had lung cancer. No, bitch. No. It was us. And I would feel very bad about that.
And not only that, you got people on these apps that, go ahead.
And that's another thing. People don't seem to think about the end game of what happens when you ignore medical protocols, when you don't do basic shit. People want to say, well, how come China they got low numbers, and how did they get how did they cure coronavirus and they didn't have a vaccine, and why aren't we talking about it? Because their country is strict as fuck. So when they say sit your ass home, that's what the fuck they mean. They enforce that shit.
Yeah, they don't play with that.
Also, when they say wear a mask, they've been wearing masks for years because of the smog, because it's heavily overpopulated in China. So all the smog and all that shit, they've been wearing masks for years. So they have already been preconditioned to having something over their face. So when this whole coronavirus thing popped off, they were already masking up. But now they have to take the extra step. Stay home when you need to. We'll provide some funds similar to what they do here, but not enough. Go figure. We're like the richest country in the world, but we can't afford to keep this country afloat. Go figure. And their numbers are low. because they listened to what their government was telling them. They listened to what the doctors, they were listening to the science and said, "Oh, well, if we stay here, we clean, we keep clean, we wear our masks, we don't travel unless we need to, then maybe we will flatten that curve, what they call flatten the curve." But no, because of our you can't tell me what to do attitude, I'm going to do what I want to do regardless because I'm grown and I'm an American. Well, now look where the fuck that's got us. Over 65 million people have been sick. Thousands are dying every day. You know why? Because you're out there doing what you want to do.
And I think last night, Lil Wayne, his daughter had a birthday party. Did you see that shit?
I saw him and Juvie reuniting, and it felt so good.
Man, there was not a mask at this party.
At
Not
all.
one. And somebody wrote in the comments, it's always some like dumb super fan, right? Y'all defend celebrities so hard.
Like they're paying you.
You would think that you knew them personally. They don't fucking know you. But this chick wanted to go back and forth with me on Shade Room talking, because I said, "Oh, wow, not a mask in sight." So she's like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure," this is what she says, "I'm pretty sure that they did a temperature check at the door before they let people in." The fuck?
What's a temperature check going to do?
Oh, well, how are they supposed to have fun with masks on their face? The same way that y'all was fucking doing it with the Snapchat filters for the past 2.5 years. That's how.
What you mean? What did she mean by how can you have fun with a mask on?
I'm like, y'all never been to Halloween parties? Y'all never did. Because the way that I look at it, it's like beyond selfishness now. We are going there's going to be mass deaths.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers want to turn up and show, like, the biggest pandemic is social media. If they were to pull the plug on social media right now, I can guarantee, because overseas, China and all the places, they got a dictatorship, so they control the internet of what they can see and what they can do. Okay. If they were to do the same shit here, I can guarantee more people would like literally stay the fuck home, do their job, read, study, utilize the internet for what it's supposed to be for, which is for education and connecting. But if y'all don't want to wear masks, that's cool. That's cool. But then you have to understand why this pandemic is not going away. I had a back and forth with some smart motherfucker on Facebook because it's different when you have lost someone that you love and care about. It is different. Okay. Now, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm one of the biggest conspiracy theorists out here. But unfortunately, I hate to say it, I was in denial about COVID. I was like, man, this is some bullshit. They're just trying to keep us in the house for 5G. I was on that train. Trust me. But you have a person that you love, right? You care about, to suddenly be taken from you. My half sister, right? To see pictures, we have a group chat, like not a group chat, but a group on Facebook where we just celebrate her life. I literally went off on this nigga because he's like, "Oh, well," I said, "Well, maybe you have to lose somebody in order for you to stop calling this shit fake."
Yeah.
I lost my dad, or I lost my dad to COVID already, but we had an independent investigation and it turns out he died from lung cancer. It wasn't COVID. I said, "Well, good for you."
Not everybody has that luxury of conducting investigations. Good for you.
That's exactly what I said to him. I said, "So because you conducted an investigation, how many inner city people do you know that have lost their loved ones can actually conduct a private investigation? I'm just saying that y'all really need to, you guys need to really stop it. It's annoying at this point. There's no virus." I said, "There's no virus? Okay. Don't fucking at me, bro." I said, "Because if you want, you can come into my group chat and you could tell my niece is not even 1 year old yet. You want to tell her that this is bullshit? Like, y'all need to stop. Like, you conspiracy theorists, there's a time and a place for shit. When someone is respectfully telling you, look, I don't give a look, you can keep that conspiracy shit to yourself. Right. I don't hear it. And you're going to start throwing me what you consider facts, because you read something one time, you watched one YouTube video, you read one Reddit conspiracy post, and now you're a fucking expert, right? I understand. COVID is not fake, okay? It's not fake. Wearing the mask is not about controlling you. It's about controlling the spread. And if you can't get that shit, then you need to be in a fucking loony bin. I think anyone that decides that they don't want to wear a mask, anyone that decides that they don't want to comply with what is being asked of you, which is to stay the fuck home, stop going to clubs, stop trying to turn up, order out if you want to feel, rich. You know what I'm saying? Work from home for 2 weeks. Maybe some of y'all need to go to fucking jail. Maybe because at that point, then you'll see how serious it is. You're talking about having your rights stripped away. Go to jail. I'm going to tell you what your real rights are being stripped away when you have a fucking dude telling you to spread your butt cheeks and cough and hold your balls up. Or if you're a woman, a dykey looking chick, I hate to use the word dyke, but
Stud.
a stud,
A Big Bertha.
Big Bertha telling you, squat.
Not like that.
I kid you not. When I
Oh
got
my
locked up, I'm like, oh, this ain't. I said, man, this shit is like the movies, man. I was like, what? Come on, let's do this. He's like, me and 10 chicks, right? First, he said, okay, I want you, this chick, and mind you, she was cute too. She said, look, I want y'all all to take your clothes off and wait for me. Stand right in front of these chairs. You each get one outfit. Whatever, right? So I'm standing in front of my chair. I said, oh, usually y'all take me to dinner before y'all, I'm taking this as a joke. So I said, oh, usually mofos take me out for dinner, before y'all make me get naked. And she goes, you ain't going to be laughing in about 10 minutes. I was like, oh, try me. I said, oh, she's feisty.
Feisty.
I like them feisty.
Zesty.
They bring you into a room and they're like, okay, lift up your breasts. And you're like, why? Oh, okay. Should know you lift up your breasts. I did. Okay. Okay. Now stand here, bend over. I said, bend over for what? I got to check you.
Cavity search time.
I said, I just got here. I ain't got a phone in me or nothing. She said, you don't do it. We're going to get these people to do it for you. I was like, okay. But that is your real rights being taken from you.
When to sleep, when to wake up, checks, random cell checks.
Random. So y'all are mad about a fucking mask. Oh my God, my rights are being taken from me. Yeah, try being told when to eat, when to sleep, when to shit. Okay. You have some CEOs that would tell you, I didn't tell you to take a shit, did I? I don't want to come into your cell smelling that. What do? So just wear your mask or go to jail. Or pay a fine. You can't afford any of them. And you definitely don't
know what? I honestly think that they need to really enforce that. Like, be for real about it. Lock somebody the fuck up one time. That will put the fear of God in folks. Also, what I believe people should do is, for those who are not familiar with how healthcare works, how nursing homes work, how hospitals work, yeah, you might have been a visitor, but you probably never worked in close proximity with people. And I told my nurses this the other day. I said, you know what? This is what people need to see. Because, we're constantly getting new residents. This is a revolving door, where I work. It's a nursing facility / rehab center. So we're constantly getting people in all the time. People leave, people come in. People leave, people come in. In the midst of these people coming in, us, the staff, have mandatory COVID checks. Mandatory. Or you get sent home with no pay. All right, cool. I'm gotten used to a cotton swab up my nose every week. It's very uncomfortable, but I'm used to it. So now we're being told that we have one positive case resident and we have 4 possible coworkers. So now, me not having direct contact with these residents because, I'm part of the what they call environmental services. I have to gown up, mask up, glove, the yellow gowns, the whole shield, the whole nine, all day. I'm confined to a N95, which are the itchy joints, and I
Mhm,
have to wear a face shield all day.
I got that too.
And when I go into certain residents' rooms, I have to wear the yellow gown. That shit's hot. It's uncomfortable, and I have to do this for 8 hours. So when you're sitting at home telling something, man, fuck that, I'm gonna go to the club, I'm gonna party, I'm not gonna wear a mask. Think about those who work in these hospitals and these nursing homes that have to wear that for 8 hours straight, taking care of your loved ones, possibly because they're in our nursing facilities because they went to the hospital for COVID treatment and they have to quarantine in our facility for 14 days before possible discharge. So now we have to take care of your people for 14 days while you're out being
Never
selfish,
infected them.
possibly. And while you're out, Thanksgiving is for the family. Thanksgiving is for a time of being together with family, which is what we're going to do. Okay, well, this is why now all of the hospitals are overrun with patients. We don't have enough nurses. Our nurses are getting burnt out. And I have two damn good nurses on my floor where I work, and they have orders coming in so fast, admissions coming in so fast, discharges leaving so fast. And I'm trying to keep up, bleaching the rooms down, disinfecting everything, cleaning everything, wiping everything that they touch down, bleach even, to make sure that everything is clean for the next person so they won't get sick. Meanwhile, I'm looking like I work for the CDA, and
Does
I
would you
don't
say that
complain about it.
would you say that there's been more cases?
Compared to, well, I December 12th will be 4 months, so I would say yes.
Oh, and congratulations.
Oh, thank you. So, what the hell was that? Okay. You know who that was.
I was like,
What
what?
was that? No, but yeah, so people don't understand what all happens in a nursing facility or a hospital. And I say that to say, the next time you think you want to go out to dinner and not wear a mask, the next time you want to just pop up at somebody's house without wearing a mask, and you can be asymptomatic. And that's happened to a couple of our staff. They were asymptomatic.
What did you see that video of that surgeon, the doctor that he created a viral video to let people know, he said this is the last thing you're going to see if y'all don't wear your masks. So he
No.
has like the light and he has the to intubate and he puts it all up in the camera and you really feel like I when I saw that I was like, "Oh my god, I thought I was in surgery again," because that shit was very scary.
Yeah.
But again, like shock value, yes, that definitely, if that didn't make, because he's explaining, he's like, we actually have to move your tongue down. You know,
Hmm.
you're trying to breathe, we're trying to stop you from breathing so that we can put you onto this ventilator so it can breathe
Breathe
for
for
you.
you.
So you're going to be fighting me, but I'm going to be pushing this thing down. And you're going to be numb.
Hmm.
And while he's explaining this shit to me, I was like, I want to wear 2 masks when I go out now.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Because for those who have been through a surgery and the reason why your throat hurts when you come out of surgery, that's that tube they shoved down your throat. I've had that happen to me about 3 times.
after I had my tummy tuck, I woke up and, the nurse looked at me and she said, "Don't speak. You're gonna feel like you want to speak. Don't speak." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And I felt
Right.
it fester. I was like, "How you trying not to cough?" I'm like, Regina's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I said, "I'm gonna cough." And it's like,
And the
now
stupidest thing that the nurses ask you, Are you thirsty? Bitch, what? Yes.
Yeah. So they gave me the juice. She said, okay, just little sips. I was like, okay. And I'm like, because I feel like that, the anesthesia from being numb is wearing off. And I'm like, oh, now so even me going, I was like,
But why is it that they give you juice? Like sugar is going to burn the fuck out of your throat.
Yeah, and then they're like, here, take this pillow. And what the fuck am I doing with the pillow besides smother myself?
Because you're supposed to hold it against your stomach to keep your insides from falling out or something.
Shit don't work.
It don't.
I put that shit, and she's like, you feel like you have to cough? I was like, so she's like, okay, just put it on your stomach. I'm like, don't touch me.
And press down as you cough to kind of hold it together.
And it's like one of the most bullshit coughs. You're like,
trying not to cough your intestines out.
hold on. Gino's like, you good? I was like, yeah, I have to cough again. He's like, okay, give me the pillow. He said, my mom is like, just do look, it's gonna hurt. Just do a good cough.
One good hack.
I was like, okay. I was like,
yeah.
That pain. I was like, yo,
you had to just get it out the way.
And it was definitely because of the
well, mine was because I had the liquid stitch on my stomach when I had my first surgery. They went through my belly button, which I didn't think it was a big deal until, because I had the mesh in my stomach, and I went to cough and I felt that. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I had to sleep sitting up and everything. Right. Now that second time they gave me the zip.
Yeah.
I call it my zipper. Yeah, they gave me a nice little 3-inch zipper. And I'm like, I swear. And once again, they didn't give me the stitch. They gave me the liquid bond, the derma bond. And I'm like, I swear, if I sneeze real hard, my intestines are
when I had to sneeze, I was praying to God, like as hard as I was in the middle
Please
of the night.
don't let me die. Please don't let me hurt.
I just had cleaned out my fluid. My what is it? I had to have
Oh my gosh.
put in, and I hate those fucking drains. I felt like I had like blood grenades. Like, you fuck with me, one.
Oh my gosh.
And Gino, I used to feel so bad for him because he would have to clean it for me.
Yeah.
And he would be like, damn, babe. I said, don't say that. And he's just like, look what they did to you. I'm gonna be gorgeous. I'm gonna be gorgeous.
What Don Corleone said, look how they massacred my boy.
That's what they do to you, babe.
When my mom had her surgery, they put like 9 little slashes in her stomach. It looked like she just got stabbed by random people. Like, there you go, there you go, there you go. And they were like, they had drainage tubes coming out of her stomach.
Yeah.
And now that they healed, you can still see them. Like, look,
I still have mine. I got like 2 bullet holes and shit. But it's crazy though, because you have a lot of women, which I don't understand why Funk Flex would wait for a pandemic unless it was a cheaper price.
And at 50 years old to get lipo,
the same way that Kanye's mom passed, which is very risky.
Very. He must have went to Dr. Miami or some shit.
Yeah, some chick was like, "Oh my God." Yeah, I said, "Look, I have a right to speak on it because I've had cosmetic surgery. Okay, I'm not ashamed of it, and I'm very proud of my work, even though I fucked it up after I got home because they said don't use the heating pad."
And what did you do?
I was like, "Oh, that smells like bacon." I woke up the next morning. I looked down. I was going to use the bathroom. I saw like a big pus bubble, like sitting on my stomach.
Ooh.
Like,
damn.
I showed Gino. He says, "Do not pop it." I said, "I won't." So I go put on my pants, and I just felt like all this warmth. I said, "Oh no!" I go to my plastic surgeon. She looked at me dead in my soul, and she said, I had you all perfect." I said, "I know, I fucked up." So now I have to get
I had you perfect.
She had me perfect. She said, "I had you a perfect innie. because I had an innie outie my whole life. I had my first innie. I can't even enjoy it. I'm like,
And Audi?
I had an innie outie. It was like midway.
And Audi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I woke up that morning, I was like, do I have an innie? She goes, yes, I made you an innie. I looked at this shit. I was like, ew. It looked like they put out a fucking cigarette on my belly button. The fuck is this shit? What the hell is this? Oh, I couldn't believe it. I said, did somebody like fucking cigar my shit? Ah, you fucking.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I couldn't believe it, but yeah, I fucked up my whole shit. Every time I look at myself, I'm like, I'm good up until this part. So now, my surgeon was like, you can always come back in and I can just like cut it out and sew it together. I said, you know what? I'm just going to get a cover up.
Yeah.
No more surgery.
Get Thug Life tatted over. You'll be all right.
It would be a nice like flower.
My scar is almost. Oh no, it ain't going nowhere. No,
yeah,
that's gonna
shit. That's
gonna be there for a while.
I don't wish that drain shit on nobody. I always felt like it was disgusting.
Yeah, my mom's got like 9 little stab wounds. Like some random people on the street just came in and floop, like she got shanked like 9 times.
Oh, one last thing before we leave. I knew this shit for a long time. I thought I was crazy. But did you know that Tyler the Creator is the voice of several NPCs on Grand Theft Auto 5?
Yeah.
He said, I love me some fucking potato salad.
Hey, do you like potato salad, nigga? Because I love potato salad. I'm like, yo, Tyler, what the fuck?
Dude kept walking into it. He goes, yo, what did he say about family? Like, he said some funny shit about family. Hold on. I got it right here.
Hey, yo, you love potato salad? Like, what is that type of gang talk to have? Because he was one of the the gang members. He was holding a 40-ounce, talking about something. Hey, yo, you love potato salad?
And then what's funny is that Tyler, some of his songs, reflect on some of the shit that he said. Oh, here we go. He got it right here.
You like potato salad? Because I like potato salad, nigga.
For real? Then he went into him again.
Hey, I'm sick of these niggas thinking families ain't real, nigga. Man, shut up, man. I'm tired of your mouth.
I'm tired of your mouth.
He said, I'm tired of people saying families ain't real, nigga.
I'm tired of your mouth.
So I was like, tonight, I will be going around Grand Theft Auto to find every Tyler the Creator voice that I can find.
All you got to do is go. You start with at Davis on Strawberry. Start there. Go to your green guys, and then go to Grove Street and listen to some of the ballers. If you don't get shot, just walk around a couple of ballers. You might hear them.
No, some of them NPCs be saying some random shit. What is one outside of the club? This one chick says to me when I'm walking by, she said, my boyfriend's trying to kill me. I was like, that's nice.
Oh, but for real?
I also didn't know that when you talk into your headphones that your mouth actually moves in GTA 5. I didn't know that. Because look, on Twitch, there's some people on Twitch that treat this like they created a show, like kind of like a power out of Grand Theft Auto. So it's like if you come on, you got to be assigned like a role. So it's like, you're the hoe. And you got to be the best hoe you could be. And you're like, okay, so when, they do the camera pans and everything to make this a legit show. They have a show on YouTube as well. But just seeing how they put it together, they got the music, they got the aerial shots and stuff like that. I was like, these mofos invested a lot of time to make this into like a power. So, and it's weird because they only do it like they create their own, what is it? Like, what's the word when you, a party. So they create their own party. So that now you don't have random people coming around and shit. Like if you want to be like a killer or shooter or whatever, you know, you have that role. So they really intricately, like kind of like with The Sims, they intricately created like a fucking world where you like people were begging, yo, can my character come in for like a cameo and shit? They was charging niggas for cameos. So I was like, yo, people are, you know, believe it or not, even back to like the Clubhouse shit. I'm looking on eBay. I had to show this to Gino. He couldn't believe it. I said, Gino, on eBay, one Clubhouse invite on auction right now, $450.
Yikes.
Another one, $750 or best offer. And then you have niggas getting scammed.
Of course, that was coming. Of course, that was coming.
Yeah,
You can't just leave stuff the way it is. You always got to scam folk.
$300 plus $3.80 for shipping. Shipping what? A fucking invite?
Ship.
I had people telling me you should sell your invites. I ain't that.
Why?
Why would I want to do that? And then the other thing too, if anybody joins this app, if you add somebody and they do something wrong on the app, you get kicked off because you invited them.
Oh, you vouching for people.
Right. So that's why I be telling people, don't be giving away invites like it's hotcakes. You got to really
Be selective. Yeah.
Yeah, because if they fuck up or they get a red flag or something like that, yeah, you both get kicked off the app. It's everybody that you invited gets kicked off the apps. That's why I'm saying I have 2 accounts. One is Minx Couture and one is my government. And I'm going to put my government on ice because I don't want anyone that I invited, because of my mouth and how I get, I don't want nobody to be affected. So yeah, just a FYI, don't fuck up on the app. Just don't fuck up.
Oh yeah, because they will be. They'll be watching you.
But yeah, any final thoughts?
Yeah, ASAP and ASAP Rocky and Rihanna are dating.
I saw. I'm happy for them.
That was just kind of like, oh, okay. Yeah, very, very. It was like, oh, all right, that's cool with
That
me.
must have been like a pandemic hookup. Like, hey, look, you the only dude I trust, and I'm horny. So can you come
Well,
by?
she's been still doing, Fenty shows, so
She just needs to stick with that. You know, Rihanna, we love your music. Don't get me wrong. We was bumping Rehab today. Even though I don't understand why it says featuring Justin Timberlake and he didn't do shit. All he did,
he might have did some background work.
he harmonized. Oh, that's all he did.
That's a feature.
And so give me that. So give me that. So I was like, that's a feature.
That's a feature. He got paid.
I heard he made the beat too. I know Timberland does. Those are Timberland's shakers. Like,
those his shakers. I know that's his beat. No.
I know, because I know how he EQ'd and fucked with it to make it sound like the way it did. But Justin Timberlake, he also, I think he co-produced it with Timberland, so that's why he's featuring. But Rihanna, we don't need any more music. We just need more Fenty. Give us more concealer and all that good shit to cover up our ugly, and I'm happy.
I don't use the shit, so do what you want. I can't afford it, no way.
Man, $45 for a fucking lip gloss that Gina decided to pour around all the floor.
Where's my shit? Hang on a second.
Lip gloss.
Nope.
My lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool.
$1.99.
That's it.
That's all I need.
That's it. I see. But yeah. Nice catch. It was a nice catch up because we, Monday, I was like thrown off today. I was like,
yeah, because you have been potting. I was like, let me give Minx's mouth a break today.
and one last thing. I became a partner with Daily Motion.
Look at you making big moves.
Look, I just talk to people. I'm like, hey, look, this is what I'm trying to do. What should I do? They're like, hey, why don't you do what you're trying to do on our shit? I'm like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So Daily Motion, Minx Radio is officially on Daily Motion. So even though I came out and said this 3-4 times, I'm going to say it again. Music videos. Now, don't look at the platform because my platform is small. Look at the opportunity. There's 3 million people that visit Dailymotion per day. That's 3 million opportunities to get seen, tweeted out, and of course, having your name alongside of people like Taylor Swift, MTV, uh, what else? Fader, Genius. These people visit. Okay. You got to come away from the YouTube world. People are getting demonetized every day. You got to come out of these apps that you're comfortable in. Trust me. I'm not charging anybody for this month of December because this is my giveaway. I'm not charging anybody to add your video to my Dailymotion page for it to be promoted. It's only going to be you that sends it to me, MP4, less than 5 minutes. Okay.
Oh,
Get it
you
to
will have no problem with that because these songs ain't but 2 minutes now.
Yeah, but some of them, they combining 2 songs in one. So if you are interested in having your video featured, if you look on my Dailymotion page, you'll see that I featured Black Boy Joy. We've already gotten really, some good streams from our launch. But we have people tuning in to watch it. So just please support our platform. Send me the videos. I'm not going to go to YouTube and download it and upload it, and then I'm not going to do that. So y'all got to send it to me directly, and then I'll add it. But until then, you're just going to keep seeing Black Boy Joy being promoted until you guys get with the program. I really want to make that Jadakiss shirt. I said I wanted to make a Jadakiss shirt with the
Oh my God.
let's work. Let's go say in the back.
Let's work. Oh goodness. But anyway, y'all, this is the end of the show. Oh, it's 9:30. Go us. Any going time. Yeah, so this is the end of the show. We thank y'all for tuning in with us to all the foolery, fuckery, shenanigans. I don't know if we gave too much foolery, fuckery, and shenanigans tonight.
We're warming up from the
we're warming up. Yeah, long weekend. But tomorrow is indeed Retro Wednesday. I don't know, Minx. What you think we should do?
Cereals.
Oh, that's a good one. I like
Cereals.
that.
Like honeycombs. Have you seen honeycombs anywhere? I haven't.
Yeah, they still sell them here.
See, that's why we need this.
So tomorrow on Retro Wednesday, y'all, we will be discussing cereals. We'll hit your breakfast table back in the 80s and 90s. What cereals do you wish that came back? What cereals do you wish could kick rocks? Which cereal tasted like rocks? I mean, we can discuss.
Which cereals?
I've never had a bowl of Fruity Pebbles ever in life.
You're not really missing anything. It's just way too sugary for me.
Okay. You gave me that look. And they was like, never mind.
Like, it's almost like if you took Rice Krispies and just accidentally like, oh shit, I'm still going to eat it.
I made an art project once with some Fruity Pebbles. I think I was in kindergarten. I made an art project with some Fruity Pebbles. I was trying to eat the cereal before it sunk into the glue real good. So I ended up eating cereal and glue. Go me.
Wow.
I mean, look, this was the 80s. Kids didn't. Oh my gosh, you ate glue? Yeah, almost everybody did.
Oh, we're at 30 views now for Black Boy Joy over at Dailymotion.
Oh, that is a good video, though.
The world needs to see it.
That is a very good video. Matter of fact, post it on the RTIM page and we'll pin it.
I will.
Yeah, do that. Pin it. Yeah, so tomorrow is the Retro Wednesday show where we will be discussing cereals. And why the fuck do they call grape nuts when it doesn't taste like grape nor nuts? We will be discussing that tomorrow. Yes, that bothers me. But shout out to everybody on Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, YouTube, and Caffeine TV, even though we got shut down twice. Third time was indeed the charm.
3 times.
3 times. Well, the 4th time was the charm. So we appreciate y'all for sticking with us and fucking with us. We love y'all. And we are out this bitch until tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for more random talk, more indie music talk, more foolery, fuckery, shenanigans. That is the RTIM show.
Yes, ma'am.
Episode 189. 9, 9. Anyway, we fuck with y'all. We out this bitch. Laters.
Good night.